Hi, welcome to Pirates Plus. I'm your host, Daniel Lee. I'm here with Pirates quarterback Andy Villamarzo. Andy, how you doing today?
I'm good.
That's good. First off, I just want to congratulate you on your first win of the season. You guys beat the Sumter County Raiders.
Thank you, Dan.
You guys are 1-1 for this season. Let's talk about that Sumter game. You guys had over 200 yards on the ground rushing. How did you manage to establish such a strong running game?
Well, we were able to establish a strong running game with our offensive line. We were able to, control the line of scrimmage. Jeremy Lane, Micah Huba, Josh Payne, Jason Downey, Ed. They were able to, control the line of scrimmage. They were able to push the defensive line back, and those guys gave open lanes. Paul Miklo, E.J. Booz, Mike Tonchik, even Nick Ferrero. He's been with us for 3 weeks. He got a couple good runs. And, that's how we control the running game. And the running game is really our strength on offense. And if we can get that going, we're going to win games, Dan.
You talk about your running game. You guys obviously had a bunch of offense on the ground. Let's talk about your defense. You held the Raiders to just 2 points. How did you manage to stay so successful on the defensive side?
Well, we're on the defensive end. We're led by Rajon Savard. He used to play at Central High School. We have a good core of defensive players led by Frankie Downey. He used to play at Ridgewood. Mike Koristic at corner. E.J. Booz also, and then we have a good set of linebackers with Ed, Mick, Josh Payne. And then down in the trenches, we got Mike Tonchik flipping over from tight end. Jeremy Lane comes in and plays D-tackle. Those guys, they do a good job of containing and playing their zones, in the passing lanes. And they just, if we can keep playing the defense we've been playing the first couple games, I think we're really going to lean on them for the season.
Okay, excuse me. You guys had such a strong game on the ground, but you yourself only went 6 for 12. Do you see yourself passing more in future games, or are you just going to stick with what works now?
Well, offensive coordinator Nate Barlow, he does a good job of mixing it up a little bit. He wants to, be a balanced offense, but he knows that, mostly, for the most part, we're a rushing team, but we got to take a look at what the defense is giving us. If they're going to, play man, we want to take their guys deep, or we want to challenge their corners. If they want to play a zone and they want to sit back and put 7 in the box, we want to challenge them with the running game. So, it's pretty much, take or give. If they're going to let us pass it, we'll pass it. If they're going to let us run it, we're going to run the ball, Dan.
Well, you guys sure did a good job on the ground against the Raiders. However, the same cannot be said the game after that. You guys got beat by the Lake Sumter Gladiators 24-0. Why was this game different from the previous game, especially rushing?
I think the big key would be special teams and the momentum shift that happened in that second quarter. Lake Sumter, they were able to recover a kickoff return. One of our guys touched it and they recovered it. They had a 6-0 lead. They were able to tack on another touchdown, built it to a 12-0 lead, and then they added another touchdown before halftime and had an 18-0 lead. And, our offense, we got in the red zone 3 times. If we get into the red zone 3 times and we come up with 0 points, that's not doing any justice to the defense. The defense is doing their part. Offense has to do their part we got to get a field goal for inside the 20. We got to get a field goal, a touchdown. We got to get something, Dan.
Now, you guys said you got a touchdown here, touchdown there. You guys were down 12-0 at half. What was the mindset going into the second half?
Mindset going into the second half is we got to pass the ball more because, as much as I say we're a running team, if you're down 2 touchdowns, we got to, start putting the ball in the air, whether, we like it or not. And me as a quarterback, I got to step up, make throws, and in that fourth quarter to start off, we got a couple big plays. We had a big pass to John Miklo. He really stepped up at receiver, and I thought our passing lane really started to click in the fourth quarter. But I think it was just the saying too little, too late for us in the fourth quarter.
Right. Now next Saturday, you guys will host your home opener against the Bay Area Warriors. After the first 2 games, what do you think is going to be the key to coming up with a victory in this game?
The key is for everything to come together, everything to click. I mean, our offense clicked in that first game. Offense did not click in that second game. Our defense has played for the most part well in both games, but I think they can do a better job than what they've shown in the first 2 games. If we can just put everything we've shown in those 2 games together, then we should have our best offensive and defensive outputs, of the season. I mean, that third game is really a good gauge on how your season's going to look. Because that first game, you want to get the jitters out, you want to get your problems out. That second game, that's going to show you who's really coming out there to play and who are the guys who aren't going to do anything for you. And then that third game, you're really going to find out who's going to withstand the season, who's ready for the long haul, and who's ready to step up and be the guys step up to the plate. And really, the Bay Area Warriors are from Largo, full of talent, and they have a quarterback who's very mobile, and they have a defense that is ready to come after us. And I think we'll be ready for the challenge, Dan.
Okay, that was Pirates quarterback Andy Villamarzo. Thank you, Andy.
Thank you, Dan.